Guru Schools.
So what is SolidWorks? Again, I'll give you like what is a SolidWorks. So SolidWorks software is like it's a mechanical CAD software. CAD is nothing but computer aided design. Okay, so with the help of the computer, we are doing the designing. So in the SolidWorks, we do the design validation, product data management, design communication, and also it will be productivity, and it is very affordable and easy to use package. So along with SolidWorks, so SolidWorks not only deals with CAD, that is the CAD, also it deals with CAE, that is computer engineering, and also CAM, that is computer manufacturing. Okay, so this is as I mentioned, so it is a dissolved system product. Okay, so now since like I was giving you only small information, give you any small information about this software, now we will have a demonstration. Okay, I want the participants to respond like you are interested in the demonstration, right? So where I'll explain you like what are there in the software part. Guys, are you interested?
Yes.
So we will proceed with this. So I'll just open the software. So this is what SolidWorks. I am using SolidWorks 2018. So this is the software. So in the software, when we go to the first one, this is the new. When we click on the new column, we have three options getting. So one is the part, assembly, and drawing. So in the part, we do the individual parts, and then in the assembly, all the parts are assembled, and that is the assembly is done. And when the assembly is done, we'll do the drawing of it, like the 2D drawing. So these part and assembly are the 3D part, and when we go to the drawing, so we have the 2D drawing step. Okay, 2D is 2-dimensional, 3D is 3-dimensional. Okay, so in the part, when we open it, okay, so this is the interface of the 3D world. Okay, so here we will be doing the design and all. So here we have options like features, so which is used to extrude, revolve, and then we have extrude, cut, revolve. But there are plenty of operations. So these are all, there are like material adding adding options, material removing options, and also like multiple array options. And giving you like all these options will give you a structure. Let's say when to start with this, so we have to have a sketch of our own. For example, to do that, we have planes here. So here we have like a front plane, top plane, and right plane. Depending upon what model we are doing, what sketch we are doing. So depending upon that, so let's say I'll start with the top view. I'll click on the top view. So you can see that the top view got highlighted, and now I'll click on the sketch. Once it is done, now I am seeing the top view. Now I'll click on this, and I have created a small rectangle, and here in the smart dimension, I'll give some dimensions as 200, and this to be 100. Okay, and then I come. So now till now we were in the 2D form. So 2D world. So this is the 2D world where we do the sketching here. Once the sketch is done, now so in the sketch we have only x and y axis. Okay, so x-axis, and y-axis. Now we'll give the third axis, that is the z-axis. So to do that, we have a feature here. We are adding the material. This is called as extrude. So when I start giving the material, now you can see that the material is getting added, and you can increase this, and in the you can increase by click on the arrow and dragging it upward, or like we can give the number here, like type the number 200 and enter. So you will get it. So this is the model. Okay, so this is we will start with the adding the material, and once this is done, you can see that most of all the options got appeared, and now I can do many operations here. Okay, so this is called as 3D part, 3D world. Now once the 3D is done, and also like we have gained knowledge about the sketch. Yeah, in the sketch, if you see, let me close this. I'll open the new one. and I'll give you more information of the sketch part. So this I'll give you a basics of this. Okay, sketch, and I'm taking the front view here. So you can see we have lines, circles, planes, rectangle. So in the rectangle there are plenty of options rectangle, so that these options make you feel comfortable in designing whatever you want. Whatever comes in your mind, you can design it. Okay, so freehand sketching is also possible. You can take the spline here, click on the spline, and you can start freehand sketches. Okay, so wherever you click, the freehand sketch is taking place, and you are able to create a part of your own imagination. Okay, so and once you are done, we will give the smart dimension here, so which will make the part will constrain the part. In the sense, we are giving the dimensions and making it perfect, and once that is done, we will go with the 3D world. So where in the 3D world we'll add all the stuffs, and this part is called as a 3D. Next, in the same way, we have another option called as sheet metal. So sheet metal is like SolidWorks is very famous for sheet metal. So most of our aerospace designs and modeling will be done through the sheet metal itself. It is very famous and very helpful software here. So here, yeah, we have to select the thickness, like we have to select the plane, and also like we have to select the sketch here. Again, let's start with the circle. Like I'll have a circle here. Okay, and I'll come out of this. And now here, this is in terms of a disk, and now I am giving the thickness to be 2 mm, and then okay. So this is done, and then we can have the like I can add flanges to this. Okay, so I can extend these flanges. Okay, yeah, I can extend these flanges, and you can see that how it will appear here. So this is a preview of it, and then click OK. So here you can see that we are giving 2 mm thickness, and the flanges are done. And if you want to see how it will look like, okay, so when during the manufacturing, so the sheet total dia will look like this, the total one, and then inside that we'll do some operations. So that is called as the forming operation, which I'll be explaining you in the explaining you. So these are the forming operations, and then yeah, there are plenty of operations which are done on the sheet metal. So that's what here. As I mentioned earlier, so we don't give only theoretical training, we also give you practical things, so that whatever you get trained here, same thing you will be using in your company, and you will working on that. Okay, working on your projects in that way. So, okay, yeah, I'll come back to this. So this is related to the sheet metal one. So I'll not save this. Then we have the another option, new one. So we have assembly. Okay, so I'll click OK. So when we enter the assembly world, okay, so I have done like many like other projects which are there. Like these are the models which were done earlier. So these are all models which we have. Okay, so we can open any of the model will come here. So let's say I'll browse one of the model. Okay, so this is my the number of holes here, so I'm just using this. Okay, and then I can insert another component. So this is a shaft. Okay, I'll open it. Okay, this is done. Now I want to assemble this shaft inside the hole. So these are the two parts which are being created separately, and then I'm assembling. So to do the assembly, we have an option called as mate, and I check the mate here. So we have plenty of options. At present I am using coincide. To make it coincide, I'll go to here, I'll on the temporary axis. So the axis are very important. Okay, so these are the center points of the part. So axis is very important. Now we'll go with the coincide option. Click on this and this axis. Now it's get connected and it's okay. Now this got assembled here. Now still, if it is assembled, we are able to move this up and down, not in the sideways. So up and down movement is there, and the left and right or the front and back movement is constrained. Okay, it's stopped. Now again I'll go to the mate part. So we'll go to the mate. So now not the face one, we'll select this side and this, and we will consider, and then we'll give the dimensions here. So let's say 5 mm. and then it is getting coincide. If I click OK, so now this getting coincide. Now if I try to move up and down, not possible. So it is 100% confirmed. So this is what these are the few things which we do with the assembly. Once this assembly is done, we'll go with the drafting. So drafting is very important. Okay, so once this part is done, we'll go with the drafting. So we'll open the drafting here. So this is where the drawings we have select the mode. Okay, we'll select the model here. Let's say we have this assembly, so we'll open it. Okay, so this is a front view. We have the so this is a 3D view. So if you want, this is the front view. We can use any of the view which is required. So this is okay. And then we have many options like when you go to the overlay. So I can cut this part. So if I cut, how it looks like. Okay. So let's say if this part is cut, if I click OK, this is okay. And if I remove here, so if the 3D part after the assembly is cut, so it looks like this. So in this way we can see what is the construct, what is there inside the part, and see why drafting is important. This is a manufacturing. Okay, so manufacturers need 2D drawings. They don't prefer 3D, so they need 2D drawings for the manufacturing. So once everything we do in 3D, that is drawing, sheet metal work, 3D, and also the assembly, all once it is done, so we have to then go back to the sketching, like that is the drafting part, where we have to give the dimensions. And then here we have another in the annotation we have like geometrical tolerances. So these are the tolerances we have. This is very important, that is GD&T, geometrical dimensioning and tolerance. So all these things will be explained to you. Okay, explain, and we'll work on that in the in the upcoming. So now this was the small demonstration of the SolidWorks, and also like I would like to show you how to design a mouse in this. Okay, so a small demonstration of the mouse. Okay, let's say we have a right view here. So we'll take the sketch here, click on the sketch, and now I'll take this spline. So we'll start with this point. So the first thing, this is the this seems to be a different one. swept. So here we go. Now if I click OK, so now you can see this is the top covering of the mouse. Okay, it resembles the top covering of the mouse. Okay, so now we'll go with the top view, top plane, then go to the sketch. Here I'll create the bottom part now. So we'll start with the bottom part. You have this circle here. Arc this side. I select the mirror, this part, mirror. Done. We come out of this, exit. Our surface, we have an option called as extrude. We'll extend this, and then we have an option called drafting. So it's outward. I'll increase this. Yeah, this is fine. 8 degrees. I will increase it 10 degrees. This is fine. And now we got this. Now what you have to do is we have an option called as trim surface. Select the trim surface. So these are the outside part. So this part goes. Now again we'll go to the trim option. So this upper side we have to remove. So which is the trimming tool? So this is the trimming tool, and which part we don't want? These are the part which purple color is the part which we don't need. If I click OK, so this now we can see that we have created the outline of the outline covering of the mouse. Okay, so yeah, and then what we'll do is we will fill it here. So we have a option called as fill surface. So select these parts. So we have filled it. Okay, so now we have to make the cursor movement, right? So that is important. So now what I'll do, I'll go to the top view, and I'll go to the sketch part. Here we have a center line here. And then now we will create a rectangle. The dimension should be very small. So here it is 1.2, and from here to here, yeah, it is at the center. Fine. I think I need to increase the distance here. So what is we'll do one thing. is done. I'll come out. Now what you have to do is you have to go to the surface and select the trim surface, and then I have to select on which path. So this is the place which I want to remove, and if I click OK, reverse one. You have to select the sketch with the trim. Okay, if I click OK, so I'll get the slit here. See, you can see the slit. Slit got opened. So now it is fine. Again, I will take the top surface. I'll select the top plane. I'll go to the sketch, control. I'll select this center line. Again, you have to do the same thing, and now this time a bigger slot so that I can place my cursor there. Okay, so now I'll the dimension to be 5, and from here to here it is 3.5. This dimension to be 20. Yeah, this is fine. Now again I'll do the same thing. I'll select the sketch here. I'll go to this surface, trim surface, and I'll select this and keep the surface. Yes. Click OK. So I got the clear cut here. Okay. So this is fine. Now I'll go to the right plane here. Go to the sketch. So the slit is somewhere here. Okay, so now I'll select the feature. So surface here, we go to the feature, then I'll select the extrude option. So I'll here select midpoint, and then okay, this is done. We have an option called as fillet. We'll have 2 mm. This edge 2 mm. Okay. So now we got the. So this is how the surface surface designing is done, and yeah, if at all we try to do it in our normal designing, so these curvatures and these will not come. Okay, so this is what I wanted to give information about the mouse. So mouse is most common, it's not a parametric model. Parametric model in the sense it has a proper shape and dimension. So here it does not have a constant dimension. You can see here, so the dimensions are constantly varying. So here also it is not straight, it is slightly drafted in a sense, in an angled way. So to design this, so we go with the surface design. This was the demonstration which I wanted to give you guys. We can do plenty of options in terms of automobile. It can be aerospace design, tool design like jigs and fixtures, everything. It can be done in this software. And going to the next one, coming back to our slides. So yeah, so why SolidWorks? As I had given you shown you how the SolidWorks works. So SolidWorks is very easy software as compared to any other CAD software at present. Okay, it's very easy to use, very easy to understand, and widely used all over the world. Okay, so I'll give you 5 reasons for this. It is an efficient 3D design. So it is a customer and supplier compatibility. It has built-in application. So You don't need to go for like it has all the applications like CAD, CAM, and CAE. So you don't need to go to any other software to get any other option. All are there. It is an A to Z package. Then it is like very easy to learn. Okay, very easy to learn. And then yeah, it has a good support as well. Software is very user friendly, and it has it also support design automations, and it has a huge vacancies in the in the design, because most of the people go with SolidWorks. Most of the big companies you name, so they go with the SolidWorks, because it is. And also, like, to give you more information, SolidWorks is not a new software. Okay, it was first launched in 1975. Okay, you can see it is a very old software, because since it is old, it has went through many improvement, and that's why it is the number one software at present. And coming to like who can learn the SolidWorks software, like people who have knowledge about mechanical design or automobile or industry background, so they can learn. And like people who are like innovative designer who want to build their own products, so they can easily learn SolidWorks. So the people who are manufacturers who need to increase their productivity, they can learn SolidWorks. And SolidWorks does not restrict for only mechanical. It also has electrical. It can be used for electrical, civil, automobile. Plenty options are available. And in the certification point of view, like it starts from the basic level to the expert level. Certifications are available. Okay, so to wind up with my session till now, so I'll give you more information about how our training is going on. Again, I'll explain you. So as we are told in the 6 pillars that we'll do 6 weeks of training. So here the detailed view. So in the first and second week, we train you on the sketching and the 3D modeling, and also like give you basic information about how to do a design. Okay, so that is very important, how designing should be done so that it can be easily manufacturable. The designing should be so simple that it can be understood by anyone, and anyone can manufacture it with low cost process. So that is the major aim of doing design. Okay, so major aim of doing design is to understand and make it cost effective. Okay, make the manufacturing cost effective and durable and good looking. So in that way, like we'll train you on in these 2 weeks, you will get this practical thing, and then we'll help you with doing assembly and drafting. So very important, once the 3D models are completed, so you have to assemble it to make it a complete product. And then apart from this, so we also help you with understanding what is a jig and a fixture. Okay, so jig and a fixture are like a templates which are used for the mass production. Okay, so whenever you want to do a mass production, so each and every time, if you are doing the same process, it will take a lot of time. So to avoid that thing, so we'll be using jigs and fixtures to make the productivity high. So in that way, like help you with the jigs and fixture functional designing. So how the jigs and fixture design should be done, how we have to lock the fixture with the help of the fixture, how to lock the material, and then how to guide the tool. Everything will be taught in the 4th week. And then the 5th and the 6th week will help you with the real-time project, and also like reference ready resume preparation, vendor interview preparation, and also the client interview preparation. So we'll do with this. So this is our 6-week program. So SolidWorks is very useful for you, useful software, and very easily usable software, easily learnable software, and it has a high potential for creators and budding designers. So I would recommend everyone to learn SolidWorks, which will if you want to pursue your career in mechanical design. Okay, so I'll there are some frequently asked questions. Now I'll move to Dev sir.
Thank you so much, Sumant. It was pretty detailed and a very good overview. This is what the future is, and that's something which we must adhere to. So these are our frequently asked questions, right? I mean, redundantly, overwhelmingly, some of you ask the same question. I'll just go through that. When is the training starting? Well, typically this is our overview demo session. After this, we will make sure this video goes viral. We'll get inquiries, typically about 2 weeks, maximum 3 weeks it takes for us to get the enrollment. Once we have at least 4 enrollment, we start the training track session. Okay? 3 days a week, primarily meant for the audience in the USA. During weekdays in the evening, and weekends is much flexible schedule. So from now, 2 weeks or 3 weeks is what we are eyeing for the batch of SolidWorks training. Second question typically asked is, can you also help us towards certification? Well, we'll definitely prepare you for anything and everything which helps you get a job, including that of certification. The third question is, will you also help us towards market our resume and get a job? Well, the training is free for you, but I pay Sumant and other, I have an ecosystem, so it's my investment in you. And the only way I can recover that investment is when you get a job through us on our project. So needless to say, as an organization, Guru Schools is much more eager and interested towards helping you get a job than most of you, whether you like it or not. So yes, we will help, will go that extra mile towards ensuring each one of you get that much needed job in corporate America, making 6-figure. The fourth question, will you also help us towards getting project support? Well, project support is the key, right? Getting a job by somehow is one thing, but retaining that job, keeping that job is another thing. So we have Sumant and his team. They will be working 24/7 because we cover India as well as North America. So we work in 2 shifts, 10 hours each. So they are there, rock solid support for you any time of the hour across those 20-hour working which we do. So yes, there will be project support up to 6 months, which will be one of our offering as a part of our 6-pillar offering. Next question is, how many trainers you have giving the training, verification, project support? Well, as an organization, we have over 50 plus trainer. If you're asking for SolidWorks, we have 3 trainers, including Sumant. Sumant is the lead trainer, and he has 2 more additional trainers, which will be helping him during this training and support, because we work in 2 shifts. Next question is, are these going to be virtual sessions, and are these sessions will be recorded? Yes, very good question. These are all going to be virtual sessions using Zoom, and we also have our own learning management systems, LMS systems. So through them, we will be rolling out the training. These are all recorded sessions, and it will be recorded on our server, which you'll have access to. Only the students who are enrolled will have access to. For everybody else, this recorded session of this overview training, it's a peekaboo, it's an overview, they get to know. And those who enroll based upon this session, they will have all the subsequent 8 weeks of session, at least 200 hours worth investment in terms of learning, training, instructor-led training, you will be having an access to. Next question is, will there be additional practice session and preparatory session for the certification? Yes, as I mentioned before, our weekend sessions are primarily practice sessions, preparatory sessions, as well as revision sessions. Sometimes people miss a session or 2, So they go on their own, and then they have a questions, and then we keep it normally on Saturdays and Sundays, morning sessions or afternoon sessions where they do the catching up. Next question is, will you also help towards preparing for the interview and to find a job? Beauty is we do training, we do staffing consulting, as well as we have global sourcing project methodology. So we do all of the above. Next question, let me repeat this question, then I'll take it from the team. Does it require any programming experience as a mandatory requirement? Well, ideally people who have engineering background, they have studied these things at a holistic level, and they will be learning Solidworks as a product. Okay, next question, can we get a remote working job? Most of the jobs are remote because of the pandemic. It's not me saying, it's what you'll be seeing. But yes, there'll be time once we come out of the pandemic, we all will be working on site. Yes, there is a flexibility. Like I have a 2 feet of snow, there is a state emergency, so we all will be working from home for this week. So, it's a flexi working style. That's the corporate mantra is, especially in America. And that's between you and the management. The next question, there are many other training institutions charging a lot of money. Why this is free? Well, because we are Guru schools. I guess after working here for 21 years and being an entrepreneur for last 2 decades, I've learned hard way that you cannot eat money as a food. And it's also very important to help others, right? Jana Seva is Ishwar Seva. There's a phrase in Sanskrita or Hindi. So by helping people, that takes you close to the divinity. So it's our art of giving and investing in the people, next generation. And that's what we are embarking on. This will be free for you if you were to work on our projects. So needless to say, after some point of time, we may make money on you. Okay? But the key thing here is to make you market ready and to help you get a job. The last question, will we really get our deposit back once we get a job through Guru Schools? Yes. So the enrollment process is just to make sure we get genuine people focused on a career. It's a $500 refundable deposit, and that deposit is refunded to you once you finish our training, secure a job, and work on our job for at least 3 months. So if you're interested in your career, work through us for at least 3 months, you get your deposit back, and that's what I meant by it will be a free training course for you guys. These are what the FAQs. Now, some other people have asked questions. Let's see. Rishabh Singh have said, nice presentation. I have a quick question for you. Will you give the project support once we get a job from Guru Schools? I have audio issues, so I cannot speak. Rishabh, I already answered that. That's another FAQ. Yes, we do give project support. So that answers your question. Jugal Sai is saying, I have attended demo sessions from various training providers, but almost all cover only the training part. Very few actually provide support till you get a job. Good to see Guru School actually providing the support even after the job. I have sent my details at training@guruschools.com. Looking forward to take the discussion ahead. Well, Jugal, thank you. That means you are looking to enroll, and we appreciate that. It's always nice when we see people enrolling on the fly. That means Sumant has done good job. That's pretty much all I have. So, if nobody has any other question, I sincerely thank you from bottom of my heart. As I said, this recording will be made available on our website, on our LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube channel. Please subscribe, especially to our YouTube channel. That's where you will get access to all the major training videos, recordings, our upcoming sessions. We also have a WhatsApp group. So those who are interested can be part of our WhatsApp group there. You are staying with the like-minded people. This slide you will see some of our ways of reaching out to us. Inquiries@guruschools.com or training@guruschools.com. And please feel free to connect to us. Don't be a stranger. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have career counseling session at 12 noon, which is another 10 minutes. I have to jump on that call, wherein we talk to each one of you, understand what your background is, and depending on your background, we try to help you as much as we can. So write to us. Don't be a stranger. Thank you all for joining in. That's it for now. Thank you, Sumant, and you all have a good day ahead. Bye now.